And we're going live. All right, I just started the stream, Jake.
All right.
Should we do our little sound check? Hey, do you see this sick shirt that we printed? It's right behind you.
A rainbow trout.
Nice. I'm partial to the
There you
Gator
go.
Shapes shirt I received.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I already bled on it, but so
Good.
all
That's
good.
yeah, I think that's good. It will add some character to
I
the.
was so bummed. I had like a back scab or sore I was picking at, and then I thought I thought it was good, and I put on the shirt, and then I looked in the mirror. I'm like, oh, I fucking bled through the Gator Shapes shirt.
We can make. Oh, it's a white one too, huh?
God
We can
damn
make
it!
another.
Do you wear XL? I have a dark blue XL.
I do not wear an XL. I am a large. I know you think I'm fat, but I'm like not that much bigger than you. And in terms of shirt size, we're the same.
Well, I mean, I wear a large, and you're like what 3 inches taller than me, so I figured
No, I'm 6 feet. You're not 5'9".
I'm 5'9".
Are you?
Yeah, 5'9.5",
5'9 3/4.
5'10" in Berks.
No, I'm a large. I fit all of Jake's
Yeah,
clothes.
I'm gonna have to pull this a little bit farther away because
Yeah, I fit all Jake's clothes
chewing
outside
sound is
The chewing
intense.
will be too gnarly.
It's pretty intense. Although I've been guilty of it too when I've had candy on the show.
All right, we'll try to just tuck that wad of gum off to the side.
Um,
Sorry.
yeah, that Gator
loyal.
Shapes shirt is one of my favorites that we've done.
I know. It is a real banger. Although it brought up some uncomfortable memories for my parents.
That's what
David.
Jake said. He said that it wasn't received as well.
Oh, my dad liked it. Well,
Kind
enough.
of, but Ryan, do you know about Gator Shapes?
No.
Gator Shapes was a fledgling surfboard shaping company that David and I ran while we were in, well, not even high school, like right after high school.
Well,
high
no,
school.
it was in high school, and we should set the tone because Jake had inherited an F-250 from his parents that he drove around all the time. And one day, we were bored again, and we got some house paint, and we painted the truck up with house paint. We painted an alligator on it, and I remember that night we all came in to eat dinner at your house, and your parents were so bummed, I think, already. And then Jesse got up to go like get a second helping or something because you had helped us with the project. And then there was paint all over the chair, over their dining room chair. And I remember like practically rolling on the floor in laughter with how upset they were. And you were like, no, that's not from me. And like it was just so
Green
funny to me.
Green house paint.
Yeah, and then we were shaping surfboards in the shed, and naturally we called it Gator Shapes. We
Yeah.
shaped some quality boards.
How many surfboards do you think
20.
we shaped? 20?
I think 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fall fish. That was a good one.
So,
Yeah.
anyways, the reason that this company was not well received by my parents is that we basically took over this shed, and then we had no environmental practices. So we like spilled a huge amount of resin because we glassed boards as well. We just spilled a huge amount of resin, basically in the shape of a generic surfboard, in the shed. And so there's probably like
2,
and then it would
3
dry,
inches.
like a 2 to 4 inch like resin mound in the shape of a surfboard. Just covering the shed floor that they stored like a lot of like, I don't know, like lawnmowers and rototills and other
Yeah.
like garden implements in.
We responsibly left as is
Yeah.
after abandoning the company.
Yeah.
Although I would say if Gemma and Kira did that when they're older, I don't think I'd be that bent about it.
I think you'd be more bent about the brain cells they were killing by
I
not
think,
using
or here's the thing:
proper.
if it bothered me, I would just be like, "Hey, you guys are helping me replace the floor on this." Is what I would say
Yeah.
if it bothered me that much. But
I don't think our dad was as concerned, but mom was definitely not hyped.
I got flack for doing huffing keyboard cleaner in middle school. You guys were high as kites out there. No safety or no.
sober otherwise, though.
Yeah, you just needed like a business to funnel your huffing through.
I know. Well, hindsight is 2020. But yep, that's Gator Shapes.
Anyways, should we
Ouch.
introduce the show?
Yep, we're here.
This is the 118 West live show. We have David, Jesse, myself, Jake, and then Ryan is phoning in remotely from up north.
Ryan, can you say some words? Because I feel like you might be a little low volume. We might have to turn you up a little bit.
I'm up here in June Lake.
Right, a little bit.
where we have gone from probably 6 inches at the top of 7 Christmas Eve to I think 90 inches.
Nice.
What is 0 to hero?
That's hurting our 300. That's hurting your snowfall guess. That's hurting my snowfall guess. Ryan's feeling a little bit better, but
Do we even remember?
I'm 300. You're like 270, I think.
I
you
think
said.
I came out with a pretty big estimate.
You haven't guessed this winter, I don't think.
Yeah. I
No,
don't
we
think-
did. We all sat here together and
Well,
did
what
it.
was it then?
I don't recall, but it was big.
Ryan said 420. Ryan's sticking with 420.
I think I want to say I said 400. I don't know. But it was, I remember arguing about like you guys are like, no, it's not going to be a good winter. And it might not.
I think
Maybe
the tap's shutting off after this. I think that's it.
Does it feel
Yeah,
like the
you
tap is
never
shutting
know.
off up there, Ryan?
So we're going through like another cold spell, but
That's fascinating.
Do you guys have power again?
Folks, where else are you going to
Yes.
get ski puns like that?
that was the biggest downfall, I would say, over this whole storm cycle, was just losing power.
Apparently, Edison
Yeah.
is not a popular company up there at this time.
No, dude, and they like close off our roads. We can't even go home.
Should we make some anti-Edison?
Don't you guys have a
Merch.
hydroelectric dam right there? Aren't you guys like the source of the power?
Why don't they? I just don't understand why the power lines are even above ground. So the rumor is around town, the rumor is they installed these new power lines, but they're rated for like being in the desert, not in like the Eastern Sierra. And so as soon as it snows, it like triggers some fault. And if that fault triggers 3 times, it just completely shuts down all power. And somebody has to come out and reset it.
Damn.
Wow, job security for Edison. Oh no, the power tripped again.
Yeah, you should get PG&E there, dude. They let wires stay live no matter what.
Yeah, dude.
They won't fucking shut the
Seriously.
power off no matter what.
Shut the power off for what?
That'd be a great ad for them.
Maybe we should make some PG&E and Edison shirts. Some merch.
PG&E never powering down. I heard people were
Private equity fucking sucks. PG&E rules.
I heard people were infuriated though because Edison kept telling people, "Don't worry, it'll be up.
Be
like,
happy."
tonight." And then it wasn't.
Yeah.
And then the next night it wasn't up, and people were having to go to like warming centers, and there was no communication.
Tiger Bar was like one of the only places that had a generator running.
What a quality establishment.
Were you there, dude?
Yeah.
Were you hammering down drinks at Tiger Bar?
No, I was staying my distance. It
Some
was a pretty
businesses
rowdy
still
place.
know how power is done.
You know, you won't even be
Yeah.
able to have a generator in California pretty soon. Their gas generators are going to be completely banned.
What about old ones? Will they be
That's
grandfathered
crazy.
in?
So, but that's kind of a problem when for these rural communities like that, where it's like you can't do a gas generator soon. It's legislation that's going to take effect soon. And then if you have a power outage, unless you have some giant battery reserve or something, you're just kind of fucked.
Will that affect new generators? I can't imagine them being like,
Well, I mean, it'd be kind of hard to I mean, I
Dude.
guess they could cite you.
I don't want to get too deep into the politics of this, but that's fucking crazy, right? Like you should be able to have a generator like in your garage if you want to be able to have power in the event of an earthquake or
yeah.
some sort
I
of
would
like.
say your typical generator you'd want out of the garage unless you're trying to end it all. But
Well, I mean, where you
Storing
want
it.
to store it in the garage, right?
Oh,
In the
okay.
event of an emergency.
yeah, definitely.
So you've had power back though
Yeah,
now,
it's
Ryan.
pretty- Yeah, we have power now. We're good.
And you went
Had
backcountry
power.
skiing, I saw.
Yeah. First day back there, we stuck to just like Hemlock Ridge.
Oh, yeah, that's the other name of it.
Like ghost trees.
What'd you
And
think?
then, dude, it was so freaking sick.
It's like all you need, kind of, huh?
The snow quality looked so good.
Yeah, it was. It was just like cold powder.
Ryan sent a video in a group chat. You'll have to join the Patreon if you want. want to see the goods.
Yeah, he's nude in it.
The non-existent Patreon.
No, you got to check our own, subscribe to our OnlyFans if you want to see it.
Totally.
Has it been crowded up there with people seeking refuge from the mammoth crowds?
Not really, honestly. It's just kind of like normal June stuff. I mean, maybe a little busier than normal, but
June
uh,
provides.
Any
it's
of the,
just been hilarious because it'll be like, a epic day. Like we're about to have the best day ever at June, and then boom, the power's out.
or was it out during the day?
Yeah,
Yeah, they closed. The resort closed.
Weird.
Like
we had to close the resort one day because
That would
The
never
freaking
happen
power
at
went out.
Kirkwood.
Anybody get stuck on lifts? Like it closed before power went out before the resort opened.
not this last one, but the one during Christmas, we had the resort completely powered down, and some guests were not too happy, I'll tell you that.
why? Because they got stuck.
Yeah, they got stuck on the lifts for like 25 minutes.
No,
25 minutes.
25 minutes.
That seems pretty tame.
Seems like an average experience at June, to be honest with you.
Honestly,
There's a lifted mammoth that takes 25 minutes to ride.
I don't know. You're just sitting dead in water for 25 minutes.
I mean, that is a nightmare scenario for me, to be honest with you, because I don't
water?
like being on the lifts.
Dead in
But
the water.
oh, I see. I've always wondered if a resort just powers down like that and those lifts aren't starting up for the rest of the day, what's your but it's puking and there's maybe a fair amount of fresh snow on the ground. At what point are you you're on the lift and you're like, okay, is 25 feet too high? Do I just
Never. You should never do it.
Wait, Ryan, I have a question.
I know you have to say that, but
How do you? I know the general way that you get people down from lifts, but how do you get? What if it's like a chairlift that's crazy high above the ground?
We have a big shot.
Okay.
So we have like this giant slingshot thing that shoots a beanbag with a haul rope,
Uh huh.
and then we just shoot it over the haul line that's carrying all the carriers up,
Yeah.
and then we belay them onto a little chair device down.
Once you get the rescue line over the cable or the haul line, do you just have to do that once, and then you can just slide it down the cable and progressively clear each chairlift?
We used to be able to do that with some of the chairs, but we've changed our method now, and we have a rope saver that it just preserves the life of the rope because it is a lot of friction.
Yeah.
So you kind of the ropes don't have a long life per se.
Yeah.
So now we just will shoot the big shot, and then have a bunch of those they're like a thin, almost like a paracord kind of rope, and then you just come up to that, tie 2 clip hitches onto that, and then just haul it over, and it's pretty quick. We had to do it last year.
So do you have to do it now? Do you have to shoot that device per chair?
Yeah.
So it could take a long. I mean, if you had to clear multiple lifts, I feel like that could take
Yeah, it'll
that could take way longer than
yeah,
25
yeah.
minutes.
But if you have a bunch of teams working, right? You have one person
No, but
jiggering
if
up
it's
the
at
up the
June-
rope,
if
and you have
it's at
another person
June-
shooting it.
No, if it's at June, it's gonna be fucked. If we had to do that day, lucky all of our lifts are run on auxiliary. They can run on a diesel auxiliary motor. So we were able to get the lifts going on auxiliary. It's just much slower.
Yeah.
But if we had to freaking carry back every single chair,
Yeah,
Oh my
that
God.
seems like it could take hours.
if you were
Yeah, we
rolling
would-
around yourself with a harness already on and 60 meters of rope, you could be off any chair so incredibly fast.
I've told
yeah, but why
Ryan.
would you want to do that?
I've told Ryan this is
Because
my plan,
you-
and he has expressly said, "Do not do that."
A little couloir harness though, and
You could
six-
be off.
6 mil
in-
rope.
You could be off in 2 minutes, less probably.
Yeah, but if you stay on, the mountain is going to give you a sweet deal. So just be patient.
And be angry.
And we talked about this. Can you imagine if you were trying to self-extricate yourself off a lift and you were like part way down and then the lift started going and just banging you into trees?
Have you seen that clip of
Yeah.
You could propel yourself, or you could just unclip, or like, how long does it take to rappel 30, 40, 50 feet at the max? I mean, you'd be down in.
I could, rappelling there, it doesn't always go ultra smoothly. There could be the rope gets tangled or who knows.
I'd rather wrap off the ends of the rope than hit a tree at that point.
than be rescued by a ski patrol?
Now, Ryan, when you take people off a lift and you get them down to the bottom, do you say, what would you have done differently?
We've gone to Eagle Point.
No, of course not. But they do take down their pass info and they get like
Oh, fuck.
free-
Can you
free
imagine
shit.
What?
getting. That's one reason to jump off a lift, the way I ski. Asking for pass info?
Oh, if you didn't have your own pass.
No, I don't need anything free. I'm good. We are totally cool. I don't want any problems with you, Governor.
Do you have cash? I'll take cash.
That'd be just about the one thing that would make the Mammoth experience worse than what
I
we've been
remember
talking
Ryan
about all
a couple
evening.
years ago up there. I think I was telling you I got absolutely sideswiped by this kid on a snowboard going from the top of J7, where he just cut across the whole run. I was in front of him and I watched him like gaining on me in my peripheral. I was like, this is getting close. And at the last second, I tried to like turn off to the right, and he just clipped me from behind, and we both yard sailed. We probably collided going like 40, and I was perhaps on the mountain without any valid proof of purchase. I remember we were both overly apologetic, and his friends were trying to like gaslight me into believing that like they're like, you both collided. I mean, we watched. It was like you guys both hit, and I was like, pretty sure I just got like ran over by this kid. But I just wanted the incident to be like done as quick as possible. So I was like, yep, we both hit. We're good. Everyone's
Yeah,
good,
nothing
right?
to see here.
Oh, man.
Yeah, next time, dude, you better watch out, patrol.
Yeah, I've
They'll
heard
get
the
ya.
June Lake Patrol is not to be messed with.
Yeah, don't mess with us, man.
How many? So you had your first backcountry day of the season. How many backcountry days do you think you've had total in your ski career, Ryan?
Well, I had one day last year.
At the
that I would
negatives.
really, truly consider it.
At the negatives.
Negatives. Mm-hmm.
What was more fun? What was more fun? Ghost trees or negatives?
Negatives was longer, for sure. The run was longer, but we did ski from Ghost Trees all the way down to Four Seasons, and then like ended up at the fire station.
Was it good snow all the way down?
At the very bottom, it started getting a little like crusty.
Hmm.
I don't know if you've really been in the backcountry until you've camped out on top of Mountain High early
Yeah,
season.
Yeah, the
Or-
yards from a snow
Or
machine.
camped out a quarter mile below June Mountain.
Wait,
Wait,
did we do that?
Did we do that?
Yeah, remember we took the lifts
Oh,
to
yeah,
the
yeah,
top
yeah,
of
yeah.
June and then hiked down the other side and got in a raging argument. And Steve tried to like lay down the law and tell everyone to be quiet, and then we all turned on him.
I think on that trip, Ryan, we were trying to go to ski Ritter, and we're like, the best way to do this would be going out of June and then dropping down into the drainage and then ascending the other side of the drainage and eventually making it to Ritter. And we made it like
700 yards.
maybe like a mile or less from the resort, and then we're like, I don't think we're gonna make it to Ritter.
No, I think we made it like 2 miles from the resort. We
Maybe.
hiked, we skinned for like a decent amount of time before we set
We
up
did
camp.
do San Joaquin.
Yeah, not. I think
So you
just
guys went up like that hourglass that people go up to the negatives.
no, we
No.
didn't do that.
Farther left.
We skied. Do you know San Joaquin Mountain?
Yeah.
We skied like the southeast
But
aspect
you
of
skinned up that? Did you skin up that
yeah.
like little hourglass that everyone skins up?
No, different. I think the hourglass that everyone skins up is more like north. We were approaching it from the south, kind of.
Like if you wanted to, it's like probably it's the most direct way to get to San Joaquin. Probably like not if you were going to the negatives, you wouldn't go this way because
Yeah.
the negatives are too far
North.
north. So this was like
I have
Probably-
skinned up
We
that.
camped in that little drainage below San Joaquin.
that's all right. I'm just trying to like get it so we can hear your voice, but not your lips smacking.
Jesse's chomping. Yeah,
He's
we've
on
had
that net.
we've had some backcountry adventures in that zone.
You can bring it
It's so
closer now if you
sick,
want.
man. Like
It is a sweet
the
zone.
scenery, the scenery you get while just hiking, skinning in June Lake are simply magical.
Yeah,
And dude, 30-degree
Whether-
trees with good powder is like about as fun as it gets for skiing for me. You know.
We wanted to save
Yeah.
this segment for when you got on, Ryan, but have you been following the disaster that is the local mountains season?
No, I have heard that Wrightwood has been
So
closed.
utterly destroyed.
mountain highs closed indefinitely on account of rain and roads being washed out. Snow Valley had to close down because all the snow melted with the rain. And then Big Bear and Snow Summit, people have been posting like their irritation, but there was a video that came out of people snowboarding on like New Year's Day. It was pouring rain. There's one winding little path of like mashed potato-y looking snow down otherwise totally brown mountain, but within that snow is just dirt. It looks like a final day in like a Vermont mountain in like May.
Yeah,
It's insane.
I wanted to go check out Charlton. First of all, 38 is closed. You can't get to Charlton.
Is 38 still closed
Yes.
right now?
Yeah, you have to go up 330. 333 is the front is the direct
330.
route to Big Bear, right? And
Yeah.
38 is the backside. And then I was like, well, and I mean, I'd practically written it off. So I was like, well, I don't want to go up 333 on a holiday weekend, a stormy holiday weekend, because that's a nightmare. Have to go all the way around the long way. That sucks. And then I looked at the Bear cams, and I was like, dude, the summit of Bear is bare.
It's bone dry.
It's there's like there's patches of snow on it, and I was like, okay, dude, there's no way. Even though Gorgo and Charlton were forecast for like 3 feet of snow.
I saw a trip report though from somebody that recently went to Gorgo, and they said it is not worth it.
I could imagine. I mean, it's still really early.
They said it was patchy coverage up to like 10,000 feet or high
Oh.
9,000
Yeah, but-
feet.
That's good though. I mean, if it's not really like it's still early
How is
season.
that good?
Like, well, it's because if it is snow right now and then it doesn't snow for January, like wouldn't that be bad for the like snow layer?
I mean, no, because it doesn't have it like they get so warm in between storms in the local mountains that we don't get like depth facets.
The most
like,
important thing
depth
about
floor.
layers though is that you have that first one.
Yeah.
or
You have
anyone.
a layer.
Yeah.
Without the first one, you got nothing.
It probably, I think when we went to Baldy is about as much snow, Ryan. When we went to Baldy in early mid-October is probably as much snow as is up Gorgo right
And
now.
Baldy's been picking off poor person after poor person.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
yeah.
three more
Yeah.
people
Dying.
died.
What is it, like 3 now?
Dude, isn't that crazy? They went one person got reported missing. They found 2 others. Like, how did those
Yeah.
2 other people not get reported?
Did you see the stat? More people have died on Baldy and Mount Whitney than have died on Everest and K2 over the last 5 years.
It's just because of its
That's insane.
location.
Yeah.
They're
I mean,
It's
although-
objectively
of a
deadlier
mountain to be that
mountains.
close.
Ryan and I did the Devil's Backbone. I did it for my first time ever. Because I don't know why people do the Devil's Backbone. It's not like doesn't seem any better than the Ski Hut Trail. It's like a little bit less intense of like an uphill, but it's a much longer hike
Yeah.
than the ski trail.
Unless you take the ski lifts.
That's true. But even then, I guess yeah, if you take the ski lift, it's much shorter. But still, like, and I did it, and I see what you were talking because you've done it before, and you said this. I was like, yeah, I see how you could, especially if you
Fall
didn't
off.
have an ice axe out and ready,
The backside
you'd be done.
is like very steep, very icy, and nothing to stop you from going.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't
Bye-bye.
surprise me that people die on Baldy
Although most people
or
don't-
Whitney for that matter.
Most people don't die via the backbone on Baldy. They get
Yeah, they do.
lost. No.
No, they slide off the steep part of the backbone, right?
I
And
don't
then
know.
they just don't get found.
Yeah, I mean, if you slide off the steep part of the backbone, you are probably not going to get found.
It is crazy to me though that they don't get found because I feel like
That actor was missing for like half a year before they found his
Yeah.
body.
It's kind of like
It'd just be
wild
so hard to find them though.
terrain
like,
back there, though. You know.
they should put a
yeah,
trail
like,
down
how
there
are you
called the
gonna get
catcher's
down
mitt,
there? Oh,
the backstop.
yikes!
Not to
Yeah.
make light. I mean, I guess I probably shouldn't be making light of people dying, but like,
2 more
Yeah,
kids
it's-
got lost overnight at Baldy last week after they found those 3 bodies, and they walked back on their own power into camp, and
Should pull the mic.
they had Catula micro spikes on.
yeah, I could see how that would fuck you.
Yeah.
How you'd get fucked up if you tripped and.
I remember having
So they
fully,
came prepared, is what I'm saying.
fully automatic crampons on ski boots and being happy. When the one time
the
that I did
backbone.
it in snow and icy conditions, yeah, being like, I would not want too much less than this.
I mean, if you're a thrill seeker, I get it, but the ski hut trail is so chill.
You're not doing it in T-Max
The reason-
with a lot of
You
courage.
feel a lot safer.
I think the reason it's a deadly combination is that it's not technical terrain at all. You're walking on what in the summertime is a trail.
Yeah.
So you're walking on flat ground that's not technical at all, but the consequences for blowing it are
Or
life and
high.
death. And in like icy conditions, a trail is, it's not technical. You're not ice climbing or doing anything like that, but you're ice walking. And if you slip, you don't have a whole lot of margin for recovering.
I know. Well, what I'm saying is, I just don't see the allure of even
I
doing
agree.
that.
The ski hut trail
approach.
is totally chill.
And way shorter, way quicker. I mean, I guess it's. I guess again, if you do the lift, it's not way shorter and quicker.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
This couch votes unanimously ski hut trail for the win. The Mount Baldy.
Yeah, ski head trail.
Why don't they? I wonder if they're going to put up. I'm surprised they don't just put up cables like they do for Mount Whitney switchbacks. you know?
No, it's bad enough as it is with the people that go out there. Don't make it easier.
Mm-hmm.
Make it easier but safer.
Yeah,
I mean, look at all the
railing.
people that still tumble off the cables. It's just going to attract the masses. You're going to have more accidents.
Yeah, you're gonna get more people out there that don't belong out there.
You know what's crazy is when we
Maybe they
went
should
there.
make it more dangerous.
Keep Baldy wild. Keep Baldy
Make it
wild.
narrower.
I think
Yeah,
you
make
need
it
to
Put grizzlies on the
Scary.
trail.
you need to screen people. There needs to be people like walking in the area that just tell you like you're done.
A baldy greeter,
Yeah. And that
like
just like
Laguna Beach.
yells you off the mountain.
A greeter and a booter. Lauren wants to hike Mount Baldy. I told her, yeah, we'll do it in the spring.
Via the ski hut trail.
Uh,
I guess
Yeah.
without snow, the backbone is way less.
you know what? I mean, actually, the way that Ryan and I did it, up the ski hut trail and down the backbone trail with no snow was very chill. It was like an enjoyable
Yeah.
15-mile hike.
Why are people so
Yeah.
attracted to Baldy compared to the other two? Just it's
Shorter.
easy access.
Closer to LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You
really
don't get
easy to
any.
to.
You don't get Sanji. I hardly hear of anyone getting lost or dying out on
I think it
Sanji.
just sees way less traffic.
Oh, we came across someone lost on.
Oh, that's
Sanji.
right.
I got lost.
Wait,
I'm
did
sorry,
we? Wait,
but I got.
I wasn't there.
No, it was Ryan, Jade, myself, and Dana.
Oh, this was on the run, right?
No, it was during we were hiking out there for a meteor shower,
Oh,
and so we were hiking out in the middle of the night or hiking late, and we stopped at
We were trying to see it like at 1 a.m. Our plan was to summit or something.
and we stopped
Mm.
short. We did not go all the way, but we stopped at like High Camp, which is probably like, I don't know, 5 miles in maybe. And we're like, oh, we can see the sky from here. This will be good enough. And then this tripper, and I think we were all on some mind altering medicine. And this tripper of a guy came down. This is at like 1 a.m. or midnight. And we're just like posted up like with Z-Rest pads, just like looking at the sky. And this guy came down and just wanted to have a conversation with us. And
the worst.
we talked with him
At
for a little.
night?
Yeah, like midnight.
Dude, this is at like no, it was late because we ended up talking to him until like 4 a.m.
He would not leave us alone.
I would have walked away.
Was he lost?
I think he might have been lost in life. I don't know
Okay.
if he was.
He told us we weren't prepared. We summited at 7 and we kind of got lost and lost the trail and we weren't prepared. Like we didn't bring enough food, and it's just one person, and we were like, everyone's like, wait, we?
There's more
What are you
coming.
talking about?
We're going streaking.
And he's like, oh, that's just how I refer to myself as we.
That's right.
At which point Ryan said, "Get out."
Do you have never been to the top of San Gorgonio?
You're not missing that much.
Never been to the top of San Jacinto either.
That's
Yeah, I
it. You
would
should
like
do
to
that one with
those
Lauren.
too.
San Jacinto's a great one. You could
Take the tram
you
up.
could take the kids.
Yeah, maybe in a couple years I'd take the kids up the tram and do it.
Yeah.
But you know what, dude? The tram, it just feels wrong. You know?
The tram.
Yeah.
Like you didn't earn it.
I bet your kids would like it.
Oh
It's
no,
a
the-
lot
oh,
better
the-
than
dude.
doing the Snow Creek drainage.
Oh, I
Come on, Gemma, earn that.
No, but
all 10,000 vertical feet.
your first time my first time climbing San Jacinto, like taking the tram would feel wrong. You know?
For your first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should hike it first.
Yeah.
There's trails out of Idlewild.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was
Deer Creek or something.
I
Deer-
thought about trying
Deer
to do some like
Springs.
skiing out of there, but then I was checking the Idlewild cams, and Idlewild looked worse than Bear.
It typically gets less snow than the other two ranges, so that
Yeah.
checks out.
I do agree with you. I think the first time you summit something, it's good to do it on your own accord,
Yeah, from top
under
to
your own
bottom.
power.
I've only done San Jacinto once, and I took the tram, and I have no. That's a real. I count it as a peak bagged.
It's like 3 miles,
No, it's like
right?
round trip. I think it's like 10
Oh,
from the
okay.
tram,
Okay.
5 each way.
Pretty chill though, right? It's like
Yeah.
this tram goes up to like
I think
8,000,
you-
doesn't it?
You only
Yeah.
have to gain like 2,000.
Is there a
plus feet.
McDonald's at the top of the tram station?
No, but there's good
There's a good
pizza.
restaurant there.
And
Really?
there's TV. We took Maddie up there, watched a football game, and did some snow play. The girls would love it. The
I know,
tram does
dude.
a spinny thing.
Yep.
It's like a European tram.
The girls love gondolas. Like
Yeah. Who doesn't?
at
I mean,
Mammoth, that's like their
Yeah,
main. That's our
love
main
them.
thing when we go to Mammoth is the Village gondola to Acadia. They would lap that thing all day if they had their way.
you're
Have you
really
taken
increasing the
them in the
odds of getting stuck.
summertime?
No, the Village.
Have you taken them?
I doubt the Village gondola ever stops that much, right? It's so low
Yeah,
on the
probably
mountain,
not.
It doesn't seem like it would be affected by much.
and like people getting on and off of it.
Ryan, have you hiked all the 3 tall local peaks?
No, I've only done Baldy,
Baldy.
but I would like to do the other two.
Let's do it
maybe
next
this
fall.
summer or- yeah, in the fall, that'd be sick.
My goal was to do all 3 of them this last fall, but I got sick instead. I got the flu.
We get them again in 2026.
It derailed me pretty hard. Maybe in the spring.
It's okay, dude.
Yeah. They'll eventually get snow. The local season never starts or infrequently starts early.
Yeah. The locals
Yeah,
are
that's-
usually not
that's-
skiable until early March. I feel like late Feb.
Yeah.
I think if you can get
February
in
and March is
like January or February, that's a really good year. in
You get the
locals.
weather and like you get fired up as we've learned,
Yeah.
and then but it's just not there.
hmm
So the
yeah.
season's looking up at June,
But
at least
our,
from a
you know,
snowfall perspective.
Our forecast here is looking great. I mean, all terrain is open, and it is skiing pretty good. They're starting to get the groomers looking really nice.
What's the
Uh,
and you can we don't have to talk about it on the show if you don't want to, Ryan, but what's the vibe been like amongst ski patrol?
It was a little overwhelming, with everything that's kind of happened recently,
Yeah.
and just, it's not necessarily like they were pushing us, but there was just some things where, we could slow down and just, it's not that big of a deal. It's just skiing. Like, why
For
are
sure.
Do you have people?
opening for Christmas Day or?
Do you-
know,
Do you have
just
people
doing
there
things.
that have been there since before Altair took over?
Yeah, dude, Rob Mayer.
Well, I mean, I just wonder, like, what it'd be interesting to hear from somebody who's been there for like, if there's anybody that's been there like 15 years, you know, like if it's different, you know, in that regard of like pushing you.
Mammoth still employs one of the only survivors of the Alpine Meadows avalanche up until recently. I don't know. Maybe she retired over the last couple of years.
A patroller?
Instructor.
Instructor.
So I know they Mammoth probably has some OGs that have been there for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine there are for sure at June too, but I mean, I think our management at June does a lot better job than at Mammoth. It's just like, if I'm being honest, we want to secede from Mammoth,
Yeah.
just become our own mountain again.
Dude, you're singing, dude.
That would be incredible.
I would,
That's like what the vibe really feels like.
I'd pay $500 for a June pass
Yeah.
if it was just June Mountain
Even
only
the
and
June
it wasn't
pass.
attached to Altera.
I wonder what that would look like because if you recall, originally Mammoth was like, okay, we'll just shut down June, and the Forest Service was like, the hell you will. You have to like rip everything out. But like,
I'm just imagining like a Forest Service like just super aggressive.
I imagine that's exactly how it went.
I was imagining
fuck you will.
I was
take-
imagining a Mac Dre character dressed in a Forest Service uniform. The hell you will.
But-
the hell we are.
But so that would indicate Mammoth never really had interest. They were drug into this continued partnership unwillingly. So it's like, I wonder
Where
what
we
their
eat in the
what-
Tiger Bar. The hell if we are.
what would their price be
I'd rather June pie.
if an investor said like, hey, we'll take June off your hands.
But the problem is investor.
Too bad June's not a big enough town to buy the resort like Bend did or Bend wanted to of Bachelor.
Yeah.
Did Bend buy Bachelor? No.
No, it's too expensive.
Gosh, dude, an independent ski resort that was within driving distance, like, and in the Sierras. I mean, I guess
We
there's
should
Badger
start a
Pass.
GoFundMe.
It would be so amazing.
Dude, can you imagine like if we could get every Californian to donate if we could get 25%
just
of
need to do-
Californians to donate
we
$10.
we just need to hit the lottery.
Like what
If you could have been a Powerball winner, you could have bought June. 1.7 billion.
easy. Do you think June's worth more than 50? 100?
What percentage of
Yeah.
your lottery winnings are you going to dedicate towards owning June?
100 if I had it. Are you kidding me? You have, first of all, you'd recoup a lot of if you
Hey,
bought
Actually, here's an
wait,
interesting fact.
Jesse,
Jake
what
and
would be
Jesse's
your
neighbors
first thing?
owned June.
yes.
What would be your first thing, Jesse, if you became the owner of June that you would
The Haywards.
instill in June?
I would
Yeah.
promote you, obviously. You'd be the head of Mountain Ops.
Chief
unless you-
Vibe Officer.
No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Okay, you're demoted.
Well, then you're
You're,
fired.
you're selling tickets, Bucky, Bucko.
Mountain
gonna
Ops, no way.
You're
Wait,
gonna be Bucky.
Hold on, did you hear that though? That interesting factoid that Jake and Jesse's neighbors were at one time the owners of June Mountain.
The Haywards,
Really?
not the original
Yeah.
owners, though, right?
Yes.
Or the original.
Original owners. He was good friends with Dave McCoy. They were like buddies from like the
Yeah.
50s.
Hydrographer buddies.
Have you ever asked him why he named Rosa May and Lottie Joel?
Well, he's dead.
We didn't have a great relationship with
And-
him, actually.
We broke his orchid house, and he never spoke to us again, so we did not.
Well, allegedly, those are names of prostitutes in.
Bud Hayward, you
brothel.
dirty dog.
I bet so. I think I would put a high speed quad in for J1. I'd swap J1 out for a high speed quad.
How does the June community
Alright,
feel about a
well,
high-speed quad?
David, I don't like that.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Why?
Because man, June is
Keep
June.
June
You just
slow.
gotta get up. You gotta get up J1. J1 keeps it so that the face doesn't get like overwhelmingly busy. It's like you just gotta get up it, and then the mountain's yours.
All right, this is
You're
controversial,
fired.
but I'm ripping out J1
Hold on.
and I'm putting a magic carpet up the whole mountain. And
rope
if you
dough.
can't-
Yeah, just a
If you
rope.
can't make it up
You're
the
gonna
magic
get
carpet,
so sued. You're gonna get so sued.
if you can't make up the magic carpet, you're not skiing. and we will do mitigation to get the snow off of it. But it is going to do some
Yeah.
undulating.
Do you realize IQ has slid, like that chair line run has slid all the way down almost to the bottom of the start of the terminal?
Survival of the fittest.
Number 2 thing I'd do, night skiing at June,
Oh,
Friday, Saturday
Night
nights.
skiing, that would be sick. But how would you, with the axis of trees, not lose people?
oh, we're talking lumens on lumens,
Oh,
bro.
no, it's the same as, I mean, Summit does it.
I just won the Powerball.
Yeah,
Every
but Summit
tree's.
only has like 2 runs available. It's not like the whole mountain.
Yeah, they
That's
have
right.
Westridge.
I didn't
and-
say that. I didn't say the whole mountain would be open at June.
That's what I was asking. How would you do it?
I don't know. Probably just the whole
Just
left
chair
side.
3 is open.
Lookers left.
I wonder why they've never done night skiing at Mammoth. Are they just afraid that it's too vast of a mountain?
They're
and
afraid of the dark.
people
Because they're
get-
grooming it.
No, I think it's because it just takes too much time to make it a perfect mountain.
But I mean, you
Like,
could
there's
night
cats on
ski
the
like
hill.
just the main park area, right? Like,
Which I got to
So-
say, we're pumping up June here, but man, the grooming at Mammoth is next level. It's so good.
Of course, man. Yeah.
I wish I could
Still
buy
are good
Mammoth.
ones.
I wish I could buy Mammoth and also
Alright.
outlaw Airbnbs in the town of Mammoth Lakes and just make Mammoth like not even profitable. And
Yeah, run it into the ground.
run into
mean,
the ground,
kind of,
open up
dude.
2% of the mountain.
I
Tell you
mean,
right
I
style.
I wish I could bring Mammoth back to what it was 15 years ago. Like crowd wise, popularity wise, you know.
I agree. This Ryan, before we went live, I was telling David, or I didn't tell Jesse this either, but I found this like old video of David, Jesse, myself, and Brett Winters and a couple other friends skiing at Mammoth or snowboarding at Mammoth and taking top to bottom runs. And you can just tell from the video looking around, this is like mid-December, midday, and there's nobody on the mountain. And then in one of the runs, we ski all the way down to the mill, and they're like panning across the parking lot of the mill, and there's like, maybe 50 or less cars in the mill parking lot, like not even close to full, like 20%.
Yeah, wow.
And then it's just like, oh, that does not happen anymore.
you know what?
Mid-December.
You know what? A big turning point I feel like in the ski industry was in terms of crowds is COVID.
Yeah.
From
That's
COVID
what
on,
we were talking about.
things just
Everyone says
Oh.
everyone says that.
Although I think even before that, it was Airbnb. I think Airbnb boosted the capacity of Mammoth Town.
All right, here. This is controversial, and I might get canceled for saying this, but if I bought Mammoth, gapers get sent to Manzanar. You fall, you act like a gaper, you're off the mountain, you're in
Here's
Manzanar.
some calipers. We measure that goggle gap, and if it's more than 10 mils,
And
you're out.
depending on the severity of the gapishness, it could be a week stay, upwards of a month.
If Mammoth just got rid of
Right.
short-term rentals, it'd be a beautiful town again. You know, if it got rid of Airbnbs and VRBOs and only had hotels,
Yeah, do you think that would solve it?
I think it would go a long way to helping it.
I think it's deeper than that. I think the problem is just the corporatization of the whole town, whether or not you're talking new hotels that have sprung, like it's just a combination of all those things. And you have more and more people wanting to access this finite resource. And it's like at the end of the day, they're not expanding. It's similar to the problem Disneyland has. More and more people want to go to Disneyland. They have the same amount of space they did 20 years ago, but with double the amount of people. So it's just a recipe for a worse experience.
Yeah,
Do you guys want to know what I would do at June?
Yeah.
Yes.
I bought June,
keep it PG
All right.
though.
of course.
Strip club
PJ
at
won't
the
really
chalet.
like this,
What?
but we're gonna add a Poma seat up the wall.
Heck yeah. I'm for this plan, Ryan.
That feels like a cheap
We're gonna
ripoff though of
have-
the magic carpet idea, which was way better.
No, just right up the wall, so you can take wall laps, or you can go right down the face for instead of having to do that like long cat track road out to the plateau.
Yeah.
Okay, hear me out. This would probably run afoul of the Forest Service, but you blow up the middle of the mountain with a ton of dynamite so you can link the whole mountain.
Remember when June had a sick park on it, and it was like the Park Mountain?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I was gonna say.
Had
So
the big
next
radar
thing
dish.
is
Remember the big radar
just
dish?
have a park down Sunrise, Not like maybe a major park, but just like a fun little park for people to play on.
A medium park.
Yeah, medium park. And then the biggest thing though is wench cat capabilities for face left. So we could get some groomers down face left. Oh,
Let me actually say this. I don't think that June actually needs anything done to it. I think actually June is great as it is. If it was just off the Icon Pass, if it is off the Icon Pass, even having J1 be a slow 2-chair, it would probably see 50% of visitors to it. And so, like, when we skied June, when we had college passes there, we never waited in lines like you see now. I
No.
think that's all because it's available to Icon Pass holders. And so I'd get rid of that. I'd probably make it less, I mean, it would make it less family friendly, but I would do less of a kids deal probably, you know? So it was like, I'd still do it.
Kids
it'd still
cost
be-
twice what adults cost.
No, it'd still be cheap, but it wouldn't be, I don't think I would do kids ski free, kids ski for like 30, 40 bucks or something.
Kids
No
are
Icon
banned.
Pass deal. I think Mammoth is the bigger problem, and I think Icon is the biggest problem of them all.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But honestly, every year we have like employee surveys, and every year we write Poma seat, up the wall, wench cat, down the face left.
Ryan, can you speak to the rationale behind essentially obliterating the terrain park at June and making it just like nothing over the years? Like when we used to go there in
It's a
2011,
family mountain.
Yeah, it's not one
It's a
jump,
family
but
mountain.
dude, kids want to jump too.
They have some jumps.
is it just
Oh,
like
do
they
they?
figure why the quality
They
of
just want to be able to have quality, like mellow skiing for everybody, essentially.
Because the jumps and the rails brought a certain type of person to the
I don't want to
mountain.
say what kind, but they
Yeah.
have face tattoos.
Baggy pants.
they don't want people
Yeah.
like my dad breaking their back?
Have you guys seen Guatemalan Persuader yet?
Yes.
No.
Part of it. I started watching it on a plane.
Sometimes they've had
is-
too much to drink.
Pretty explicit
Yeah.
for sure, but there is some really good June clips in it.
I had to stop watching it on the plane.
What are some banger snowboard movies that have? I remember some snowboard movies that had some sick June parts
the
in it.
grenade games?
Oh,
Came to June.
the grenade games used to come to June.
Do you consider yourself a grenade?
I was at one point in my life.
I like grenade. I wish that they would come back.
Jake was part of the grenade army.
Yeah.
He had
That's
a-
Danny Cass, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Who was a Mammoth like guy, I think.
I mean, originally he's from back east, but yes,
but then
he lived
was
in Mammoth
lived
for
in
years.
Mammoth and yeah.
I like Grenade as a brand. I like all snowboard. I mean, hey, I say it all the time. Snowboard culture is so much cooler than ski culture. Skiing itself, I think, is cooler.
There's
Personally.
some cool parts of ski culture. The
They
like
got it
Shane
from
McConkey
snowboarding.
part of ski culture's that side of ski
That's true,
culture
that's
is
true.
pretty like
And
I'll
I
give
think
you that.
pushing like extreme. I mean, David might not agree with this, but I think pushing extreme like feats in the mountains has always
Is
been a thing of ski culture.
100%. That's where the
like
snowboarders got
being
it.
like, oh, we're gonna try and do like this crazy first descent. That aspect of ski culture, the ski mountaineering aspect
Yes.
of skiing, I think, is the coolest part of ski culture.
Okay, but I'm talking about the skits.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the après. I'm talking about the lot scene.
Yeah.
Like, I just think I'm talking about the hat flipping. Okay.
You're talking about dumping skiers
Dude,
like
I think you
MFM.
should watch Guatemalan Persuader.
All right. Is it on YouTube?
Maybe we should
Yes.
watch
Yes,
it.
it's
Maybe we
on
should do a
YouTube.
live watch of it.
Ooh,
But you have to watch it. You have to be signed in to an adult account because it is explicit.
What's so explicit?
I think there's a
about
lot of nudity,
it? Oh, okay.
I mean, listen, I do,
language.
but you know what though? I think personally, I think climbing and most of mountaineering culture is not that cool to me.
Yeah.
Like a lot of climbers are not people I like to be around. I like you. I like to be around some people, but for the most part, I find most climbers to be insufferable.
Really?
Did you see
Yeah.
Lonnie
I like-
Cock was
I like. Yeah, I
Lonnie
did.
Kauk was
He's not a
spared-
climber you want to be around.
He was spared a serious sentence, and the community's up in arms
Yeah.
about it.
Peter Croft is chill. I really like Peter Croft, but there's like most climbers are not. I don't enjoy being around most climbers.
What other climbers do you know?
No, Limp Bizkit's cool. Limp
What?
Bizkit's
What other
fucking cool.
climbers do you know that you don't want it, that you
Well, not that many because I don't like being around them. But like, okay, hey, let me tell you something. You go kick it around Bishop, and you tell me there's a lot of cool cats around there.
I would
There's
say
some,
there are
but there's not a
plenty
lot.
of cool cats.
Yeah, I like
Bishop's okay.
Bishop.
Bishop is a little bit cooler.
Yeah.
I'm so confused. What's wrong with climbers?
No, either.
I mean, I don't know. I just like. Well, I mean, when I worked at the Gear Co-op, I got exposed to a lot of climbers.
Yeah, but that was like a
Those weren't climbers.
Yeah.
Those were people just confused about life.
you like Nolan.
Yeah, like no,
Well, it's
and
pretty
there's
hard.
some people that I do like that are climbers.
Steve
Yeah,
was
you
cool.
like Reagan.
Yes, I do like Reagan, but
Let's
Reagan
just
was
get
not.
him to admit he
Yeah.
likes everyone
But-
since he's on air.
You like Nick.
I do like Nick, but
You like Terry,
you-
and you like Dan, and you like Noah. Didn't you?
but like okay.
No, you don't have to like climbers.
I mean, I don't know. There's just something about like the whole. I don't know about like. There's just something about like climbers, the climbing scene that I just don't like that much personally.
That's
you know.
fair.
Hey, and I get it. Listen, they're not saying they're bad people, but in my opinion, the culture is not as cool as
I think it's
other sports.
oh,
Snowboarding.
I don't know. I think the
Snowboarding,
climbing culture
skateboarding,
is-
Yeah.
surfing.
We disagree here. I really like the climbing culture, even though I haven't. It's hard. I feel like I'm like less attached to it now because I haven't climbed for probably over 2 years now. In any
What?
sense, yeah.
Has it been that long?
I stopped regularly climbing at the end of 2023, and then I like went occasionally, but then by March of 2024, I messed up my ankle, and so then I haven't. I've gone a couple times since then, but I still feel attached to the like.
I
What do
mean,
you
I
think
get
you
it though,
could
but
get
you
up
also
right
you
now
know
if someone
that
said get up to the top and we'll pay you $1 million.
Yeah.
What's the grade could you lead trad if you just had to fight through it and fucking get it done for a cold hard mill?
And I could fall.
Yeah, you could take whippers, but like it's a real trad route, somewhat run out, and it goes at what it goes at.
5'11".
Yeah,
Yeah.
You think you could
what,
fight your
what,
way
what
up?
would it be? Would it be slab or crack or what would be easiest or what would you
With
think
your
would be, like-
ankle too?
Yeah, I know.
You just gotta fucking gut it out.
Not crack climbing,
Yeah,
Oh,
huh.
that would be brutal.
but not slab. I don't know what the best slab. I guess I don't know.
Alpine?
The vampire at Talk Eats. I don't know. That would be rough, but I could do it if you're allowed to fall. Well, you just you could get it. You just climb, take rest. Like if style wasn't important, just getting to the top was important.
Style's never been important. At least not for me. I wonder what
You
that
just
grade
gotta
goes
get
for
that
me.
right.
Obviously a lot lower. I think I
5'6".
could I think I could lead open book.
I doubt it.
A 5'9"?
I don't know if you could have led open book at any point in your
Yeah.
climbing. Open book is pretty serious. Like it's a layback. It's wide.
I think I could.
Open book is
It
I
doesn't-
guess under this policy of just like falling your way up something, you probably could.
I mean, the gear might not hold, but I think I would have the strength to get up it without takes.
Yeah, open book is
There's
not.
plenty
At
of
the
rest
start.
area.
I think it would be the other way around. I think your gear would hold. I don't think you would be able to.
I don't think
You don't
open
think-
book is as easy as you remember it.
I
You have to-
followed
you have to
on
lead it.
open book and didn't really take at all, and that was like my first year of climbing.
Yeah, but following is very different than leading,
Yeah,
especially
yeah,
in
but
trad.
if I recall, there was a fair amount of rest. There's some spots like you can shake out the pump, but it's
you
not.
can, but then there's a huge section where it's like really wide, and you're either like squeeze or lay backing, and lay
Trader horn, I got it.
Yeah,
Open book is Talk Eats, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Lay backing on lead is. I'd be surprised if you could get up open book. To be honest, with
I bet
you.
I could get up it in my own style.
I think there's other 5'9".
fucking
Aid,
jam my
essentially aid climbing, I think, is what
Yeah.
Jesse's saying here. Yeah, does aid if you have to resort to aiding?
I think there's
it?
other 5'9s that you could get up. Open book might not be the best.
You know what my nemesis
example.
was? That flower one.
Flower of high rank
Yeah,
at suicide.
that was my nemesis. I think that was like the most I
An
could
epic crack climb. Ryan, what did you climbed the long climb with Chad at Talk Eats?
Yeah, long.
Was that your first time ever climbing?
Mm-hmm.
You like Ryan, David?
What?
Ryan's a climber.
I just don't like climbing culture that much.
Just
There's such like I don't know. There's like a lot of
are
like
they too into themselves? Too
kind
into
of
their sport?
too into themselves. There's like a lot of purity tests there, of like, oh
Yeah,
well,
but I
this
can't
didn't
really call
count.
myself
Like
a climber.
like I think there are a lot of climbers that don't take themselves very seriously, and like a lot of them I
Yeah.
like, but then there's like I don't know. There's so much. I like the act of climbing itself, but there's very few climbers that I've met where I'm like, yeah, this person's chill.
It is interesting. It is David is onto something though. There's something about climbing that for some reason the person it attracts, it is a very different person than like surfing, snowboarding, where it's like it's almost like it attracts people that there's way more like pseudo intellectuals in climbing, and so like all the ethics and craziness about that and calling people out on did you make a summit or did you not, like that whole aspect is very different than
Summits matter.
but
Peter
people
Croft said
get
that.
crazy into it where it's like at the end of the day, aren't you supposed to just be doing it for you?
Yeah. I
Like-
think
There's no Aaron Cormicans. And maybe there are.
I think there are plenty of Aaron Cormicans.
But there's a lot less Aaron Cormicans in climbing though than there are in like snowboarding.
It's a judgier
surfing,
crowd than
skateboarding.
skiers or snowboarders.
It's
I
an
feel like.
elite. It's a more elitist crowd, I would say. I feel
Yeah.
like.
But there's plenty of
personally.
like dirtbag, like
Yeah, there
you
are.
know, just like I mean, so much of the culture is predicated on dirt bags.
But even those people get really like caught up in like the whole like ethics and controversies and infighting over like who did
Yeah.
what first, and for a sport that's supposed to be so like individualized and I'm just doing it for the love of it, people it sure gets like very competitive and like petty.
I'll
think-
say this: climbing is much. I think climbing culture is better than probably 80% of other sports, but I think it ranks well below snowboarding, skiing, surfing, skateboarding
Yeah,
for me.
I disagree. For me,
Climbing is jazz. I don't like jazz. Right?
climbing is rock. I think.
No, I think it's more
Like I'm trying to
jazz.
find a good example, like with climbing, like okay, that all the controversy over the compressor route in Argentina,
Yeah, but I
or
think
this or that, or bolts. It's like,
the majority of people who climb are not caught up in that.
but at
That's
the
like a
highest
very
level
small-
of snowboarding, if you learn a triple cork and you land in a foam pit or on an airbag, and then you go take that to the mountains and you land the triple cork, people are just like, "Damn, dude, he landed." No one's calling you out. We're like, "Oh, he didn't do it the right way and learn under hard packs." Like that's the element in climbing where it's like there's a greater debate over like you didn't do it the
Hold on.
pure way, like
This
art.
this is interesting though, right? I say that I like snowboarding culture better than skiing culture, but I would say I dislike most snowboarders. Like it's not to say that like I don't like the individuals that do it or I do like them. It's kind of like I don't know, like the culture that surrounds it more so than. And there are a lot of aspects about climbing culture that I do like. Like I do like the Rock Warriors, right? Or like
Stone Masters.
Stone Masters, right?
We're
Like
not
that.
up to a good
Like
start.
that. Like that's cool.
There was a group called the Rock Warriors too, but I think David was referring to
The Stone Masters, right? Like that was cool. And there's like the whole dirtbag aspect of it. I do. That is like appealing to me, but I don't know. It's also even then like dirtbag climbing is also accompanied with such like a lot of I don't know elitism and
I think the thing that you're kind of both alluding to is that in climbing, if especially at the top end of it, like if you're going to try and make money from climbing, like be a pro climber, you're basically going off of like your word, like I climbed this, or like I did this, and so your example, Jesse, of saying like people don't care if you learn a snowboard trick in the foam pit and then take it to the mountain. If we like you got a sick video of you doing the trick, like that's enough. Who cares how you learned to do it? But I think the thing would be like if you took a professional snowboarder who's just like, I, snowboarded down this thing and I did a double backflip at, like halfway up Everest. And people were like, what? And he's like, yep, I did it. And he got some sort of like money for that. And then people were like, I don't think, like, are you
Okay.
lying about your,
But you're doing the whole like false summits or Elizabeth Hawley sort of aspect of mountaineering. What about just debating the style in which people do something? That's
Well-
not people not doing it. They did it, but they didn't do it. It wasn't run out enough, or they put too much protection in.
well,
or they
the thing that you referenced, the compressor route, he didn't do it. He said he did,
okay.
but he didn't.
But I'm when you get
But
into
you know what I mean? Like, there's this whole aspect in climbing. Like, that's not. I think skiing or snowboarding or all these other sports have been so like just like video. First of all, it's not like a grade based thing, like you just go out and surf. Climbing is like you have like all these like benchmarks, like how whether you care about it or not, or like whether you want people to care about how hard you climb or not. The way that you measure climbing for yourself is like a grade system, and those other sports don't have that. So
and-
it's less, those other sports are less like, I guess, like
Objective.
objective or
quantifiable,
quantifiable.
objective. But I think that's cooler. I like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
But I think that's why they don't have what you're talking about. I think gets put into play because that is a way that you like measure that is one way to measure climbing, is all these like numbers. And then it's different, it's different.
there's more science and less art.
what about the everyman for himself?
What about putting up a
aspect
route?
of mountaineering?
Putting up like a first descent. I think a lot of people that do that consider it like art
What about
or like creative.
And and this whole thing is like subjective, right? And
Yeah.
here's the thing is me and you, I feel like we do have a lot of an overlap of what we think is cool, right?
Yeah.
Like, but we also know that there's also this part that you think is cool that I don't. And there's this part of stuff that I think is cool that you don't. And it's like, it's a subjective thing,
course.
right? Of what's cool. So
Like
we can't like
skin
argue
tracks?
too much about it. But like,
But it's interesting to think about like why some of those things exist in climbing and don't exist.
Okay, but what about forget the whether or not you did something? What about the mentality in mountaineering of like pursuing your goal and abandoning someone that needs help? That's played out time and time again in like the biggest mountains in the world. That in itself points to how inherently selfish of a sport mountaineering is, I think, over other outdoor sports. You're not, as a skier, going to abandon some injured skier. That just doesn't
but
happen.
the
Who's
stake-
bleeding out on a pow day because you want to get another run.
Yeah, but
well,
the,
if you're
the,
at 30, if you're
stakes
at
are a lot
25,000
higher.
feet,
But okay, I feel like though that's a cop out though. The stakes are higher. The stakes can, yes, there are plenty of cases where someone is, overcome and there's literally nothing you can do. But I feel like there's been many a time where it's like, okay,
Yeah, but
there's nothing I can do if I want to proceed to the summit, but there's something that can be done if it means abandoning something that I've saved up years to do.
But do you think that's a climber thing, or do you think that's a human thing?
I think it's certainly a human thing, but I think it manifests itself far more in climbing than
First
it
of all,
does
you're
in other.
first of all, you're talking about a very, very, very small subset of climbing.
No,
You're
but I'm
talking
talking
about
about
high
I'm
altitude.
talking about the pinnacle of that aspect of
Mountaineering.
mountaineering.
I think most sport climbers would help another sport
Of
climber
course.
if they saw that
I
they
think
were in danger.
most climbers would help another climber if they saw they were in danger.
I'm talking about high.
Which represents
Ultra-
what percent of the community of climbing?
There's also hierarchies within climbing. I think bouldering, least cool.
Although
Sport
Warren-
climbing, next least. Trad climbing, getting cooler. Mountaineering, alpine climbing, the coolest, personally.
but then that might have the highest percentage of people in Jesse's example who are
It-
like,
Absolutely does.
Yeah,
Whether
but
or
I
not
don't.
who
But, yeah, but I'm
Whether
not. I
or
don't
not
agree with
Julie
Jesse. I
Steck
don't think.
shaking his ice axe at the porters, or
I don't think that's not. That's not like a hang up for me, dude. I don't care if you let someone die. I think that's chill, dude. That's like that's
minding
like
your own
young.
business.
Yeah, that's like thugging, dude.
Green Boots had it coming.
You should have known.
What do you think, Ryan? What you weigh in on this?
I definitely can see how some of the climbing culture can get a little like
I knew it.
what do you want competitive in a way.
Tread carefully
where-
here, Ryan. You're connected to my phone. I could
But-
hang up this call any moment.
That's it, babe.
But but overall, I do agree though. Like there is some sick aspects of climbing. I mean, what's his name? Royal,
Royal Robbins.
whatever.
Oh, dude, don't get me.
Royal
Hey, Norman
Robbins.
Clyde
Norman
is
Clyde.
AG, and I think actually too.
Those guys were legends.
Not only is it stratified, like I said, with like the disciplines in climbing, the eras in climbing, I think climbing has become progressively less cool, in my opinion.
How about if you bring up Royal Robbins? How about Warren Harding?
How about Norman Clyde?
Norman Clyde, but
He's
Warren
the guy
Harding
that-
was the Farsing Society of the Sierra and was going up El Cap with jugs of wine.
Yes,
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was-
yeah.
Yeah,
the Mickey
Having his
Mantle of
mom,
climbing.
like,
yeah.
It's,
have
the,
his mom
it's
send
all the
up,
people
like,
that stop
food
at the
for
Flatirons
Thanksgiving.
for a quick scramble that have ruined it.
I think it's the private equity backed climbing gyms that have ruined it.
I mean, let me
Yeah.
put it this way, dude. When I am
It's the
cruising through
corporatization.
YouTube, I mean, I enjoy watching climbing videos. I don't think they're as cool as snowboard videos.
Climbing
know?
videos don't do that much for me.
But I mean, like, I feel like that's a good signifier of like the culture around it. I think the act of climbing is still really cool,
Yeah.
but the culture around it is lacking for me. Doesn't do
Yeah.
it for me.
I don't know. Another aspect of it that's interesting, though, is because it's so high risk at the highest level, when there's accidents, too, you get way more finger pointing in climbing than you do in, like, other sports. Like, when someone dies snowboarding or ends their career snowboarding, there's just generally, like, sorrow for that person. There's not finger pointing. When someone, like, dies in the mountains or dies climbing, it's, like, instantly... Like you'll have aspects of the community that like rally around that person, but then there's also people in the fringes that are climbers where it's just like, oh, he should have known better. This is crazy. Like I feel like that attitude is like a lot greater in climbing, the like judginess, right? Where it's like there's no excuse for like when that guy I can't think of his name, Balin, the guy that just rapped off the top of El Cap.
Yeah. In Yosemite. I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
He's a professional climber. He was like, some guy was, but like the discourse around that, I don't know. It's just, it's different.
I don't think that there's no decline of climbing civilization. I don't think there's any the day the quarry died type stuff. Like there's no.
I do think the quarry kind of died though.
It's true, but
Dude, there's like homes built up right against it now.
Yep.
People still climb out there.
Yep.
I sold a car to the owners of Hangar 18 who apparently hate Louis with like
Doesn't surprise me.
a fiery passion, although they were pretty.
was he a part of Hangar 18?
No, he
No,
owned
I
the
don't think so.
factory.
Oh, the factory. Okay, so he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a part of a climbing gym.
They were really
Yeah.
weird in their own right. But anyways, they were saying, yeah, the quarry's still climbable. There's still
Yeah.
routes out there.
Of course it is, but I think it's just
You think you
kinda
can
have to
still
walk
run a
around
beater car off the
sometimes.
top
Hey,
of it?
you know what the good news is though? There are plenty of people who think climbing culture is cool and it does do it for them, and that's good for them because they need something.
This
Yeah.
is
That's cool
random,
for
but do you
them.
think at this point in my life I could afford a home out in Rubidoux?
Probably. Maybe at the base of the quarry.
Dude, at this point in your life, you could afford a home around here if you wanted to.
Like, do you think I could buy a home in Rubidoux cash if I was willing to like lower my expectations?
If you sold your watches,
Like, what do you think a small 1,200 square foot shanty out in Rubidoux
Too
is?
much.
Not a trailer, like a real home,
I have
probably
no
like
idea.
300,000.
with like dudes and wife beaters and pit bulls next door. Like, what is a
Oh,
home?
you don't got to go to Rubidoux to find that.
300K.
300?
Yeah, 250. For a small house, maybe. I mean, it's still California, dude. California is just expensive.
Yeah, that's going to be coastal property in a couple hundred years.
You know what?
Jesse's
Hey,
Rubidoux housing
Hey,
dreams are coming
you know what
true.
I've been doing?
What?
Working on my ollie.
Oh, are you skating?
I'm
Yeah.
skating, dude. Hey, I'm gonna be meeting you at the skate park soon.
Dude, we gotta get you over to the skate park.
I'm not ready yet. I've been skating in
Have you
the
been to
alley.
the
You
pump
got
track yet?
you and Maddie should come over and skate in the back alley with me and Gemma and
All right.
Lauren.
Maddie will bring her Heelys.
I thought she's been on a skateboard.
She's on a skateboard too. We did Heelys today.
We can go to the blacktop at 13th Street too. Do some little flat ground.
How's your Ollie coming along?
I can get all four wheels off of the ground, but the front trucks are noticeably higher than the back trucks. It doesn't look. Most of the ollies do not look or feel very good.
Do you think you could ollie over like a small piece of wood?
Yes, I have. In fact,
Oh.
I know I could. I don't think I could ollie up a curb.
All right. Next up, pop shove-its. I think we should.
I
practice
tried
that.
it. No, I want to get my ollie down, and then the next step is manuals. I want to be able. Manual is like a good safe trick for an old guy. I feel like
You don't even have to pop a shove it. You can just shove it. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
I can do them on boogie boards.
Yeah.
You could easily. A shove it, a fakey shove it is probably the easiest trick in skateboarding.
I agree.
Easier than an ollie. You don't have to get both trucks off the ground. You only need
The
one.
back wheels stay on.
I think I could do that now.
And I would even say up, not when I had the ankle injury, but to that effect, I think big spins are not that hard on a skateboard.
That's when you spin
I'd say a
with
360
it, right?
shove it's easier than a big spin.
Is that
Big
when you
spin's
spin
a
with the
shove it-
board?
I think
360 shove it with a body.
I know, and I think that's yeah, it is when you spin with the board. I think that's easier than a 360 shove.
Really?
You know, I could see myself getting into is like freestyle skateboarding, like where you do like the spins.
Uh-huh.
You know? I was messing around with it, trying it.
Tony Alva style.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing some 360s on one
David,
shot.
we got to get you to the Volcom skate park and get you in the pool.
No, dude, there's too many junior high schoolers there to make fun of me. I can't go there until I get more skills.
Come on.
Trust me, I've seen
What
how
about,
dude, I've seen how they treat people there. I'm too scared.
Oh, I think you would.
I got a creature
you
creature
could-
deck.
If you could build up some better like base balance on a board, I think you'd have a blast just cruising around a pool.
No, that's my goal, is to be able to skate the small pool at Volcom.
That's like all you need. It's
I know
a
that's
blast.
that's what I told the guy when I bought my board. I said, listen,
Rock and roll.
if I could skate the small pool at the Volcom skate park, that'd be like the pinnacle. I would not need to do anything more than that.
One thing I would highly encourage since
Pads.
is yes, you should get if you go to Volcom, you should.
Oh,
do,
how the tide tables have turned. I remember early on in this TV show, we were encouraging you to wear a helmet when you skated.
Oh,
and
I
you
still
said-
no, I don't wear pads.
I actually remember that episode.
I know this is very reminiscent. I remember also too when Jesse told me to wear a helmet snowboarding,
I don't wear pads.
When he
I'm
didn't
saying
wear
he
one
should
either.
wear pads.
but I will wear pads. Yes, I need to buy some, but I'm not at that level. Before I go to the skate park, I'll buy pads and I'll wear them. I'll rock them in there.
I've been wearing a helmet, but it's required at Etnies
Where's
Yeah.
Etnies?
off Lake Forest Drive and the
Oh, okay.
241.
Have you ever been to Veterans
Yes.
Skate Park? That's like, I think that's more my speed than
Where is that?
Volcom. It's like by the district.
I don't really. I hated that park. I went
Why?
a couple times. The pool's too steep, too much vert, and then the rest of it's just like street skating.
It just seemed like it had a lot of like chill transition, like mellow transition. Not the pool, but like.
I think Volcom is like the perfect
Oh.
park.
And there's no mean middle schoolers there, dude.
Yeah. There's a lot more parks opening. They opened up a huge one in San Juan Capo. I want to go check out. But yeah, we should get the girls. Honestly, you should one day if you have time, you should take the girls up to Etnies because it is dead.
Really?
So I talked to the manager there, and
Do you have to pay?
It is $6, but he's like apparently it used to be free, and once like Etnies agreement ran out with Lake Forest, the city got a hold of it and they started trying to like charge people, and he's like it sucked. He's like we've been trying to tell the city to make it free again because once they started charging people, it's a ghost town. You go there at night, it's busy, but if you go in the day, you're oftentimes one of like 3 people, and it's probably 4 times the size of Costa Mesa. It's huge.
I'm down. I got to work on my skills a little bit. Like I still, since I bought my skateboard, I probably have a grand total of like 3 hours spent on it. So probably more than more time spent trying to like technical skateboard than I spent in like my teens, maybe
Yeah.
even. But
We should go to
I feel-
Brothers.
I'm feeling good.
Yeah, there's also a skate park in
Oh,
Lone
yeah.
Pine.
Is
There
there?
is. Yeah.
Where is it?
It's right by the McDonald's, I think, by the Tesla charging
Oh, wow.
in
Oh,
town.
okay. Like on the
Mountain, the west side of
okay.
the highway.
Gardnerville's got a great one. Incline
Really?
Village.
It's been pretty fun actually. Like as I spent more time on it, I'm starting to get like more comfortable, like just balance wise, and like not feeling like I'm gonna get as hurt,
Yeah.
which is cool.
Have you tried the pump track yet in San Clemente?
Ooh, Yeah, I've heard that's
No,
fun.
dude, I've literally gone 10 feet from my garage is where I've gone with it.
I think David, you would like that.
Yeah, it seems
That's
crowded
kind of
though.
like, yeah, you do have to go
Not mean middle schooler
during.
crowded, but like,
So wait, do you have a legit street skate setup?
yeah, I got a creature deck, dude. Independent trucks.
Nice.
I think Spitfire wheels.
All right.
Went and spent $200.
What kind of bearings you rolling with?
Because
If they eat bones.
Gemma and Kira, yeah, I got Bones bearings.
Okay.
Gemma and Kira wanted skateboards for Christmas, so I went and got them then. And then I thought, like, dude, if they're gonna be skateboarding around, Lauren's got a skateboard. I'm not just gonna stand there like a nerd. Like, I'm gonna get into it too, and I'm gonna show them what's up. So I told the guys, like, listen, it's exactly what I told him is, I just want to be able to skate mellow transition, and if I could skate the small pool at Volcom Skate Park, I'd be pumped. That's all I want.
But you have enough. You've had so many years of board sport experience on a surfboard. I feel like you should be like that. Should be a easily obtainable. Like ripping a pool. Like that's the most surf-like feeling of all skating.
Yeah, so what I've been trying to do is just like while Gemma and Lauren and everybody is like skateboarding around, I kind of just like get on the skateboard and I try to just not fall off of it and like, you know, turn around
Tic
and
tac
like,
your way around.
Yeah, tic tac around and like just try to like get my balance up.
Do you remember some of Jesse's extreme
Oh.
proximity tic tacking?
I try to explain to Lauren how fun those days were when we would just be kicking it at Jake and Jesse's house and Jesse would be just tic tacking around, power sliding into us, trying to get as close as he could, sometimes hitting us to the point of annoyance, but it was still fun.
I like all the trips into the hills with Danny at the Racket Club. You could skate a longboard fine back then, right? Like you were bombing hills on a longboard.
I wouldn't call it say bombing. It was like a light strafing.
I've seen some of those videos recently, and more often, David and I were on bikes, and you were on a skateboard. We occasionally skateboarded.
We made skateboards. Jake and I made our own skateboards.
I was talking more in like high school.
Yeah.
You'd go up there with Danny and do like the racket.
Although if I could have one of those surf skateboards like Lauren has, like the one Jake gave you, that would have been so fun at that time.
Mine got crushed.
It no longer exists.
I fell in an intersection in Lake Forest, and Asian lady ran it over with her Porsche Macan.
That's what he said. You should have, dude. You should have sued her.
Maddie almost cried when I told her.
Really?
Why
Did
did
you like that board?
She liked the board.
You should just get another one and just don't do that.
She never even realized. I could have been a person laying on the ground. She would not have known. She just slowly ran it over and kept driving. And I was like,
Oh, you should hit back over it.
I grabbed it out of the street. I was like, "Are you gonna want to stop and talk?" I thought maybe it damaged like the sidewall or like her car, but nope, just ran it over.
Do you think she was even aware that
No.
it happened?
Did you think about just taking the trucks off of it, just buying a new deck for it?
Yeah, I was so bummed. I just tossed the whole thing.
Oh, why? I bet you.
I'm a consumer.
Why?
If I want another one, I'm just gonna go buy a whole nother setup.
I bet you one of those decks is not
Ain't
even
nobody
that
got time to be unscrewing a truck off a broken board.
Two of them.
Two of them.
I bought Lauren one of those, and it's actually very fun to skateboard. I bet you would really like Lauren's. I bet too. It's like kind of short.
It was
and-
different though than that one, right?
yeah, it was different.
But same idea.
The problem with
It's
those
different.
boards though is you can't run like on normal longboard or street skate. You can take a running start and put the board under you and just hit the ground. And although you can do that with those boards, the problem is the front truck is so squirrely. Sometimes when you take a
it's
running
little
start,
harder.
it's already headed in one direction. So when I stepped on the board running at like 5 miles an hour, the board was pointing to the left. So I just went straight and the board went to the left and I did a belly flop in the sidewalk and just like, woof! And then I watched the board slowly move at 3 miles an hour in the intersection. I was like, oh no.
The running start is an advanced move, to be honest with you. Like for me,
Crunch.
like that's
Yeah, I think if you skate at a skate park though, you'll develop that because it feels like frequently you need to do running starts at skate parks.
Absolutely. We'll go over all the basics. I got you.
Coach Jesse. No, I think no. I'm looking forward to it. Like some light transition skating, maybe getting a little bit of air over the top of like a little 2-footer transition would be fun.
Yeah.
You know.
We'll get you the
Too
Too bad
basics.
Unbumped your ankle's gone
I
as
can-
I'm hitting this renaissance.
I can confidently say that I will never skateboard again.
What about scooter? You could do that one foot.
Yeah,
No, there's no
speeding
skateboarding in
is
my
sick,
future.
but it is so dangerous.
I think though, you can do it. I think I've seen how I can do it without it being that dangerous
Yeah.
by just setting my sights low. You know, learning how to knee slide.
Yeah.
And getting one of those turtle butts.
I think
There's this
yeah.
thing like bungee skating you can try,
What's that?
where you're on like a bungee cord almost,
Like a harness.
and you can yeah, and it's just like
I've seen this.
Yeah, where you're in
People
the
set
little
up-
mini
fall.
ramps, and then you can just fall but not hit the ground.
Yep.
Those look cool.
That would be cool to have. Like, it would be a good way to learn if you were trying to learn to skate transition and you
Yeah.
didn't want to fall.
You could practice all sorts of cool.
So I was talking to my friend CP about this.
Bungee skating.
Know about skateboarding and how like I'm like, yeah, I think we could get kind of into it. And he's like, dude, and I was like, it actually kind of reminded me of you because didn't you like, isn't that how you kind of like hurt your knee really bad the first time and like kind of set you off track of it? He's like, oh yeah. He's like, I built a 9-foot half pipe in my backyard. It was 9 feet high by 20 feet wide. And he said it took him 9 months to build it.
And one day to ruin his knee.
3 months in, he tore his ACL on it.
Oh,
And then his kids were over it because his kids were terrified of it after seeing him tear his ACL. And then he's like, and then like a year later, the city sent me a notice that I had to take it down or they're going to fine me $10,000 or something like that.
That's terrible.
Jesus.
maybe it was the Forest Service and they said, to hell if you're going to have a half pipe in your backyard.
Back Dre Forest Ranger walked by and saw that half pipe.
The problem with these sports as you get older is if you don't have a base, you really are limited in like sports where there's a great deal of injury and you get into them at this age, you're limited. It's like realistically, unless you're just an absolute freak of nature, you're not going to progress more than like you're going to plateau,
For sure.
you know?
But I'm okay with that.
Like at this point, if I ever tried skiing, I feel like I'm getting to the age where like I could never become as good of a skier as I could a snowboarder
I don't
because I'm
think
already
that's-
a worse snowboarder than I used to be.
Yeah.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's true. either.
I think it would not take you long.
I may be doing backflips in Maine Park on ski. Like, stop it.
I think you could.
No.
But you would be probably as good of a snowboarder as you would currently be. Like, are you still doing backflips?
I'm not near the snowboarder I used to be because I'm not willing to take the risk I used to take. Like, I think I'm past the point in my
Exactly,
life where I'm
though.
going to do a backflip on a 50-foot
I think-
jump in Maine
I think I
Park.
agree with you with the amount of time that you have to be able to like go ski. I don't think you'd probably ever be better if you skied 2 to 3 times a year. I don't know if you'd ever get better at skiing than you are a snowboarder.
It's okay.
If you
that's
were,
just
like,
the
really-
reality of it. If I lived in the mountains and
Of
I
course.
worked at a resort, maybe
Yeah.
I could become. And it's depends on what type of. Are you talking about better at like the foundationally basics? But I'm talking about like the ability to execute a super high risk maneuver.
I bet you could go faster on skis though than you
Okay,
can
but that
on a
doesn't mean you're.
snowboard.
I think
think
you
that's
could.
just
I think you'd go
physics.
faster. I think you could get better at like hitting drops.
In steeper terrain. I bet you can
Yeah.
navigate steeper terrain on skis than you could on like.
But not skiing
I
1
bet
to
you'd
3
have more
days.
fun.
a
It,
year.
it all depends on what Maddie does. Because if Maddie were to happen to get into skiing or snowboarding and really like going to the mountains, and you had more opportunity to go, then
I think Jesse's a diehard.
Something's changed in me. Like I was going through
that
the park
dog.
up Mammoth up until a couple years ago. I was like, it was my goal to do a backflip every year in the park. I was still hitting some of their largest jumps and doing backflips on them. And a couple of years ago, I went a season or two where I did none. And then just because Ryan was hating so much, I pulled Hayden aside. We did a lap through the park. I did a single backflip. And after that, I was like, I don't have a desire to do another today. It's icy. And I realized in that moment, I was like, I'm changing. I'm getting older. Like I was literally just did one just so I could tell Ryan.
Is there no part of you though that is
And then I
interested?
did do another.
Is there no part of you though that's interested in just trying something new and being like, kind of like for me with skateboarding, like I'm not like getting into skateboarding because like, oh, I want to like get really
Yes.
good at skateboarding, but it's like, oh, this is something that like I
There
like.
is. I hope you guys don't think less of me, but I'm getting very into ice skating.
That's chill.
I've gone now 3 or 4 times over the last month. So yeah, I am trying something new.
That's the gateway to skiing though.
Yeah. Hey, I think at some
Yeah.
point
And
when
I'm crushing it on the skates, dude.
I saw the video.
Dude, you should come try to find some alpine lakes to skate.
Yeah. Maddie loves it. I love it.
When we not to get off of ice skating, but when I come back from ankle surgery, we should do a day where I'll hop on a snowboard and you hop on skis.
All right. I'll do skiing again. I'm not afraid to ski. I feel like that day you guys took me up in Mammoth, I was under the influence and I was set up to fail. And I still made it down from Stump Alley.
Yeah,
First try. I
Yep.
mean, with some pretty bad falls, but
but not even that bad of falls, right?
I just remember I'd get
No.
going too fast. I'm like, all right, well, I either fall now or it's going to be
I'm
worse.
headed into the woods.
And then I just head to the left. I'm like, well, now I'm just heading into the trees. Like, this sucks. So then I'd fall.
And you were also a little bit too proud to not just go like the easier way.
There was
I
nothing
feel
else.
like.
Oh, or like, it was at like 3 p.m. on
Yeah.
a December.
We
But-
should go to June. We'll
Is-
come down what's the easiest run at June, Ryan? Skiers ride
I
of
think
6.
if Jesse can do Silverado, which is the longest run, but it's like a green blue. You know, there is one steep part, but for the most part, it would be a green.
Do you think the ice skating's helping me?
Yes,
Oh yeah.
it will
Yeah.
for sure.
Because I am crushing it on skates, dude. I've been weaving in and out of people. I just can't stop quick.
I actually thought about buying a snowboard.
Really?
Yeah, just trying it again when the conditions are right, like soft.
He's getting the bug. This skating's. He's realizing. We've talked about how much cooler the culture is.
Well, because it's just kind of like I don't know. It's something. I mean, I do really like skiing a lot, but then I also like look at snowboarding. I'm like, oh, that could be kind of fun again, especially.
Well, why don't before you buy a snowboard, why don't you use one of the 4 I have, and then you can decide whether or not you like it. It could save you $1,000.
I mean, I don't get to ski that much, so I probably wouldn't. It would have to be later if Gemma's more into if the girls are more into skiing, or like going to the mountains. Like I would consider it, especially if I could get clip-in bindings.
Yeah,
You know,
clip-ins.
I can just cruise because it's not like I don't want to be good. It's not like I'm not trying to be good at anything at this point
Yeah.
in my life. I just want to like try. I just want to like try something.
you should always
have fun.
strive for excellence.
But I remember learning to ski was fun, even when we were like total beginners.
Yeah, because it's
Like, that
fun to
was-
do something new and different.
Yeah. We'll have a day where I hop on the.
Are we gonna go to
snowboard.
Bryan Head next month?
Brian Head.
Yeah, we talked about it a couple months ago.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think Jesse's going.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to Texas in a week.
Where to?
Austin.
And then Houston.
I didn't think Austin was all that great.
I don't think Texas is all that great, but I gotta go.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's for family. So
Yeah.
should be good, I guess.
If I go back to Texas, I want to experience like real Texas. Like
What's real Texas?
I don't know, like Dallas suburbs or something, or like
I think real Texas is the Panhandle.
how about Galveston?
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm keeping. I'm hoping we can do the 40th birthday trip.
Oh yeah, come
That
to
may
Mexico.
be my one hurrah. We'll see.
When-
I'll try.
When's the 40th?
Ryan, do you want to join?
When is it?
March, the first week of March, or any subset of those days. Really,
Interesting.
it seemed unlikely, which is probably why I didn't say anything to you, just based on season. But you're totally welcome if it worked in your schedule.
Yeah, I can't obviously commit anything
Yeah,
because it will depend on what's going on.
I'll text you the exact days,
season-wise,
but
yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be up in Mammoth though in like a week and a half or 2 weeks.
Are you gonna do some sit down skiing?
No,
Oh.
I'm not doing it. It's like right before my surgery.
Oh shit! So your surgeries when?
The 27th.
The first surgery
Yeah.
through hardware removal.
27th of January. So first the hardware removal, and then how long to let your body?
Or mid-March.
Oh, so like 2 months.
Yeah.
So removing the hardware, 2-month break, and then the replacement.
Correct.
Dude, I'm really looking forward to see you cruising around, not hobbling.
I cannot wait.
It makes me like
Let me know what they prescribe you.
read what they give you: Percocets, Oxycontin.
Let me know what you get.
You know what sex is
I'm getting
like?
the
Being
itch again.
the person that's like the most mobile person that I know. You know, seeing you hobble around. So
Yeah. I can't wait to be.
What's going on with the? You can't see Ryan, but he's wearing a knee brace. What's going on? What's up with that?
I've just been biking, and I think like compensating with my right leg, like walking, and eventually the right knee hurts a little bit, so I threw a brace on.
Nice.
I don't think it's serious, but
an ace brace.
preventative.
Yeah.
Well, Ryan, if Jesse doesn't want to go to Bryan Head with me in February, maybe I'll come up to June.
I'll go to June.
Yeah, let's come up to June, guys.
Maybe.
It's
Well, I want to go, but the problem is like, I mean, I would maybe be down to do like a backcountry day or use one of your passes, but I feel kind of bad using up one of your passes. It feels like a.
Why don't you just
Mooch
pay
move.
like an adult?
I mean, as long as we make it a day, I'm okay with giving it to people. Is my rule.
Don't
maybe I'll
waste it.
Maybe I'll just tour up
Yeah.
on the side and then just jump on after that. Oh no, you said they have RFID now even at the bottom lift, huh?
They've
Not
had
one,
RFID at the bottom for years.
no,
No,
not
they have
not
it at
one.
other ones too.
Not J1. Like what
Oh.
is it? J2, J3.
But there's easy ways to get up for like fun side country in June, you know,
Yeah.
that we can.
How do you
Yeah,
guys?
just start snowshoeing up the face of June, and they'll pick you up.
How do you guys feel about poachers? Are poachers not looked
Uh,
on kindly?
I mean,
Are there bounties?
no, I'm not looking for anybody. I could care less, really.
You know what Jake and I
But
used to
if, like,
do,
you did
and Jesse
something
too?
wrong.
We used to hang out in the parking lot at,
Clip
at
ticket.
barely to clip tickets, dude. How would you feel about that?
Whatever.
I'd respect it. If I came across somebody with a clip ticket, I'd be like,
I'll
dude,
tell you though,
get it.
back in the
Keep
Tahoe
going.
days, poaching, the Argentinians and Chilean workers were the worst because they needed the money, and there was a $50
Oh.
bounty at Heavenly, so they were like sharks. If they could catch a poacher, they had no shame.
You know where they didn't care about catching poachers? Kirkwood.
They also didn't hire Argentinians at Kirkwood. It was a homegrown variety that worked there.
Yeah,
I'd
looks
like
like
to-
they were on a little home ground.
I'd like to go back to Kirkwood.
Remember we went on a trip there. David came and didn't buy a pass, didn't
Yeah, I
buy a
remember.
ticket, and we were like, "Don't worry, you'll get on the list, no problem."
I quit my job at Kirkwood, no called, no showed, and skied there on my employee pass for a week with you, Julie, and David. I
I-
just wore a extra big baklava.
Isn't it wild that you can show up to a ski resort and just be like, "You don't need a ticket to ski here."
I remember we did it guerrilla style. I remember like getting suited up and booted and like sitting there like watching over like the snow berm and watching for the guy with the gun to leave and like go take a break. We're like, all right, let's go. And we
Yep.
rushed the lift, got on there and got up past there. And then I also remember like going too far down as a novice snowboarder does and then getting stuck and be like, well, I think that's my afternoon.
Yeah.
All right. We running out of steam on this one. It's been, dude, now hour 20.
Yeah. Hour and a half.
Wow.
Well,
Nice.
we would be remiss without saying that this episode was sponsored by our screen printing company, Dead Rec and Printworks.
Yep. We got
All
some
the-
118 West gear.
Yep. 118 West is the longitude that we enjoy all these awesome activities in.
It's the name of the show too. I put 118 West Live Show.
Yeah.
Look at this sweet trout one. This is my favorite shirt of ours so far. I think that one's gonna be a big
Yeah.
popular
a mover.
one. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it said sweet trout.
That would be that actually would be better.
I think you need to do just a sweet trout one.
But yeah, if you need any custom T-shirts, hit us up. or if you have any ideas for the show, keep it to yourself. We're gonna keep doing it the way that we want to do it.
Yeah,
But yeah, thanks for
comments are off.
listening, watching, and good to chat,
Enjoying.
Ryan, and we'll catch up soon.
Yeah.
Right.
Good to catch up with you guys.
All right, Ray Dog.
I'll
Have
see
a
y'all in the
wonderful
future.
night.
Later.
See ya.
Later,
Homes.
boys.